publicly affectionate. It's almost like a taboo because growing up, we didn't know what it was like to be hugged. As soon as you started to walk and talk, your parents stopped hugging you. How do you expect that kind of man to grow up to become a romantic fellow? Now, if you do not trace a problem to its roots, you continue to punish the wrong person. So when your husband makes that little effort to be nice, to do something romantic instead of dry, instead of just not trying, you should encourage him. I've received the gifts before from my husband that, I might not particularly, like, but I always make a big deal out of it because it takes something. It takes love for someone to actually sit down and think about you, take his or her own money, and go and pick something out for you. It is the thought that matters, and it's your attitude that generates more. Your gratitude, being a grateful person, usually gives you so much more. If you don't learn to celebrate people, when they do well, and all you do is criticize, then, your opinion will no longer be celebrated and respected. When you keep on being negative, you keep on saying only the bad things. Of course, we all strive to get better, to grow. But if all you do is focus on negativity and you do not appreciate everything the other person is trying to do, to make you happy, then you will continue to have big problems. Sometimes, in the way they do, it's what their intention was that should count. It shouldn't be how expensive a gift is. Take, see. Now your mates they buy better motor for their wives. So see what you buy, they call them motor. See the jalopy where you can park for here. I know where my mates they I know who I suppose marry. Make I tell you, because of 1 year motor where you buy for me now, you don't they feel important. But I mean, why do you think that kind of person would want to buy you anything else? And you come, this cheap wrapper, 15,000. When your mates they buy George of 150. When my mates they wear lace of 280, they go they buy me 15,000 wrapper. I beg. Haba. How do you expect this kind of person to want to do more? When you are thankful over something that has changed somebody, it creates and awakens the person's recognition system. It shows the person, that progression has taken place. Let me say that again. When you are thankful over something that has changed in somebody, it creates and awakens the person's recognition system. And it shows the person that progression has taken place. In the best of us, there are our worst side. In the worst of us, there's also a good side. There must be something to celebrate in marriage. Definitely. You cannot tell me that there's nothing about your spouse to be celebrated. The mere fact that this person chose you over every other person is enough reason to celebrate your union. Many of us allow the bad side of our spouses become our obsession. That's all you think about. That's all you deal with. You focus on it, you dwell on it. That's all you want to do. You now forget completely to be grateful for the good side of this person. This is really toxic for any relationship and it can have devastating consequences. I know people that have gone their separate ways because one person, didn't appreciate what the other person was doing. Okay, let's take a quick musical break. I'll be right back.